The third pitch today is going to be from Lin Hwang. He is the founder of DamoGo, based in South Korea, and has in the meantime expanded to Indonesia. Also here in the third pitch, we have our investor team in the background that includes Marita, Axel, Thomas, and also new we have Jonathan Moore, who I believe is attending also from South Korea. So if we could get Lin on the call, I see Axel, he's in the background, he's waiting as well. We're very much looking forward to our third pitch of the day. Our investors are there.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Lin, how are you?
Hi. Hey, everyone.
And there we also see Jonathan in the background. Okay, Lin, I believe you're familiar with the format. You'll have 3 minutes to present yourself, your business, and your main business ideas. We will then follow that up by challenging questions from our experienced judges about that business concept. And then at the end, we'll have a minute or two for a final vote. Okay,
Sure.
so Lin
is my screen right now is sharing, I believe, correct?
You should be able to share your screen there we go. While you're working that out, I'll basically say what DamoGo does. It connects, it's an app that connects surplus food from restaurants, cafes, and grocery stores to be offered to consumers at discount prices. So it is a cheaper bargain for the consumers, but also reduces food waste. And so the ultimate mission here is to become the forefront in Asia to reduce food waste in the next 10 years. So Lin, good luck.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, again, my name is Lin Hwang, and I'm co-founder and CEO of DamoGo. 1/3 of all the food produced in this world, it goes to waste. We don't touch it and we don't eat it. Indonesia throws away enough good food to feed over 70 million people every single day. This is all perfectly good food that could still be eaten. Indonesia is actually number 2 in the world in terms of food waste, and the value of this wasted food is over 10 billion every single year. Restaurants, bakeries, and grocery stores are a major contributor to wasting perfectly good food. When they can't sell the food by the end of the day, it goes to waste in the bin. This happens pretty much anywhere food is sold, at buffets, grocery stores, convenience stores, and places with pre-made salads and sandwiches. We created a mobile app to solve these problems. We partner with these food stores, and anytime they have this unsold food, they simply upload it right to our app, and it's immediately available for any user to find and purchase, and it's all half price. We started our operations in Korea, and we just started pilot testing in Indonesia. It's a true win-win situation. Store owners gain extra revenue, they gain extra exposure to new customers, and they reduce their food waste and their food waste costs. They're taking something that they typically threw away and they paid to throw it away, and now they're making extra money on it. Users get a 50% discount on same-day food, and they're also doing their part in reducing waste with every single purchase they make. Because of the coronavirus, we realized that we could actually help people during tough times by allowing them to donate food or share food and other necessary resources by using our app. We ended up partnering with the city of Yogyakarta, where our company is based, and one of the largest food conglomerates, Indofood, on a donation project. We're encouraging citizens to upload food as a donation through our app. We pick it up and we donate to healthcare workers battling COVID on the front line. We just did this for 4 weeks as a pilot test, and we were able to feed thousands. Not only is this helping, but it's a marketing tool for customer acquisition. Yogyakarta City made us an official app of the city, and they're going to encourage all their citizens to share resources with each other using our app. If it goes well, it'll be promoted region-wide to over 5 million people, and we plan on doing this to other cities as well. This should give us some really good customer acquisition. We aim to be a one-stop shop super app to give any food a second life that should not be wasted. Our Sharing with Neighbors feature will launch in about a month, and it'll be a permanent feature to complement our current B2C app. We'll also be adding other sections as we grow, such as other B2B sections and more P2P sections as well. I'm a Korean American, and I've been in the food industry for over 13 years at all levels as an entrepreneur in food processing, distribution, import, export, and I also exclusively imported a major American restaurant franchise to Korea. My co-founder Faras is from Indonesia. He lived in Korea for 7 years, and he went back to Indonesia earlier this year to head our pilot test over there. He has a really strong network of contacts that we use to get off to a really quick start. We also have influential and powerful advisors that's really providing us with the right context to really help us grow now and in the future. Making profit is great, and we aim to do just that in a major way. But to make profit for a cause, that's icing on the cake, and I hope everyone can be a part of this impactful movement as well as this this huge business to come. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lin, for that very concise presentation. You got it all in within a very short period of time. Thank you very much. Since Jonathan has just joined us on the call, if it's okay, Jonathan, if we'll start with you for the first question.
Sure. That was really good. It was very clear. I think it did sound like you were really trying to make it into 3 minutes, but I know you probably were trying to. You know, I don't know how strict that time limit is, but good on you for doing that. I am not sure if you mentioned what your go-to-market strategy was on how to scale the product once you go to Indonesia. I was wondering if you could mention more on that.
Yeah, so we started pilot testing, and we are our payment system. We were waiting for that to get done, and that's pretty much almost done. We're testing it now, so we'll start marketing within probably the next 1 or 2 weeks. And what we're going to be doing is we have some. It's going to be all digital marketing. We have some really big influencers, some social media influencers that are relevant to social impact and environment and food in Indonesia. Some of them have over 1.5 million followers. So they'll be promoting us weekly. And we also have some other brand ambassadors that are social media influencers and food influencers on YouTube, on Instagram and Facebook that are also going to start, promoting us. And it's probably, the reach is probably going to be in the 3 to 4 million people over the next month. And if we can just get even 1% of those people to download the app, it's pretty huge. So we have that, and then we have a plan to work. Not plan, but we will be working with Yogyakarta City, because they're going to start promoting our app to the citizens to use to share. So that will also give us a lot of media attention, and they'll be sharing our story to the media partners that they have. So if it all comes together, it should be pretty decent.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Marita, if I can move on to you.
Thanks. Yeah, Lin, so as we also know each other a long time, I have a question in regards of where is the biggest difference you see right now coming from Korea, going to Indonesia? Is there something you have to start from scratch again, or is there something you can compare and say, this is our experience from the market in Korea compared to Indonesia?
Yeah, there's actually a huge difference. First thing is onboarding partner stores, restaurants, and bakeries. In Korea, it wasn't easy. In Indonesia, it's much easier. And the main reason is that in Korea, there's so many food apps. There's a lot of food apps, and a lot of them take really high commissions. Whereas in Indonesia, there's not as many. So in Korea, it's when we approach these store owners, their first impression is another food app to take our money. Whereas in Indonesia, it's not like that yet. They're more open arms and welcoming, and they want to be a part of us to get more revenue and customers. So that was the biggest thing. And also the sharing culture in Indonesia is a lot bigger than Korea. Korea doesn't have a huge sharing culture, whereas in Indonesia, the culture is already there where people can easily share food, or also less wasteful.
Okay.
Thank you so
very
much.
Interesting insights and difference between the two countries. Thomas, can I move to you? Thomas, you're muted.
Great presentation, Lin. So my question would be in terms of the quality. How do you manage the quality of the food you are reselling, and how do you make sure that you have a continuous flow of the food?
For quality, this is not a part of our app yet, but we have plans to be able to get reviews. So we get user reviews, and we'll have account managers monitoring their accounts to see if there's any negative reviews or poor reviews. And if there's a poor review, we'll address it immediately. And we have a policy with our partners where it's a 3 strikes you're out policy. So the first time we'll get a warning, second time we'll remove them off the app for a short period of time, and the third time is that they'll be off the app. And while we can't control everything, because there's always going to be partner stores that's going to cheat, might throw in some less food or throw in some older food. But we're going to try to control it as much as possible. And we think we'll be able to control it with our account managers.
Okay.
Excellent. Okay, thank you very much. And Axel, I believe we have a time for a question from you as well.
Actually, it's not really a question, it's more a suggestion. As you progressed, when we heard about your company the first time, it was a big sort of kind of the dilemma between doing something good and really driving food waste down, and or selling unsold food for cheap. I see the progression, and when you started, you continue to tell people, it's half price. I don't know, and this is not even a suggestion. I just wonder, would there be a point in time in the future where you entirely focus on food waste and removing it, and take the business aspect of making it 50% off, sort of not only in the background or tiny thing, but just completely not even mention it? Because I guess that you would add another layer of customers who not want to have cheap food. But I wouldn't want to buy cheap food that is unsold, but I would want to contribute to the reduction of this amazing food waste. But I don't feel being addressed because I don't want to, as I said, cheap food. So that's a question I probably cannot really formulate as a question, and maybe there is no answer yet. I just want to inject it as a concept in your mind, where you need to balance probably out where you want to go at in the future.
Yeah.
If I may answer sort of partially, Axel, one of our another TEDx speakers was from Too Good to Go, which is an app which is very similar to what Lin is doing, based in Zurich, and it's certainly something very popular with millennials and students. So the students, of course, getting rather inexpensive, because we also say let's not talk about cheap, inexpensive, but it's a very popular concept, which also the video that we produced around it was a lot of chat around it. So a very, very interesting concept going forward. Good.
That's a good point. Yeah, I think we need to get these two guys together.
Yeah, it would be very interesting to get these two guys hooked up. Exactly.
That would be a super synergy. Yeah.
Right on. Okay, so I don't think we have much time for another question unless someone's got something on the tip of their tongue. Okay, so that means, Lin, we're going to move into the voting round. So for your information and Jonathan's as well, 1 means that you'll need to go back to the drawing board. Sorry, we can't use this. And 4 means startup gold. So could I please see from our judges from 1 to 4 how you like this concept? 4, 3, 4. Jonathan, 4. Excellent. Okay, so Lin, excellent
Awesome.
scores. Exactly. Well, you're all done. Okay, so Lin, yeah, thank you very much. And we should keep in touch. We can also